You really thought there was voter fraud? Sorry if
We can't get off the politics today. This is what happens when we go 2 weeks without a podcast.
Welcome and thank you for tuning in. You're listening to the Chuck and Samuel Show.
What's up, gang? Welcome back to the Chuck and Samuel Show.
That's right. Welcome.
Back with episode number
12.
12.
Yeah.
Is it 12?
We're at 12.
Jeez.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for years.
It feels like it, doesn't it?
To put it on a high quality show like we do it takes a village.
It takes a village that we don't have.
It's probably easier to raise a child
Than to do this
podcast.
You're not wrong about that,
No.
bro. I think I'm ready for parenthood now that I have done this podcast with you.
Start with a dog, buddy.
You know, I'm thinking about getting a dog. I'm kind of wishy-washy in that, Chuck. I literally have been searching for dogs online, like a rescue.
You better not go to one of those breeders.
You know, those are looked down upon, I guess.
Good.
And I think thoroughbreds are high risk for like health issues. Is that right? Is that right or wrong? I don't know.
Yes and no.
But I hate to say this because I know there's a lot of people.
Don't get us canceled again.
You know, you can't say the wrong things about dogs and animals in front of some company. But scrolling through the Humane Society's website, I've never seen a cross-eyed dog in my life until I looked on the Humane Society's website.
Don't be rude.
Those dogs, man. I want to rescue one. But I'm not so sure that
How sweet of you.
Want it to look that raggedy.
I don't think anybody does. But that dog would love you as much as any other dog, probably more.
Yeah, probably.
And
so.
you're just looking over. That speaks to your personality.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that how you treat women?
Oh, stop. No, man. If I like a girl, she feels like the only girl in the world.
But she was cross-eyed.
Well, she wouldn't be my girlfriend.
That's rude. What a misogynistic pig. I'm looking for a new co-host after this.
I'm just kidding.
I want people.
I'm just kidding.
I want people that respect women.
I do respect women,
and you
Chuck,
know what?
and you should too.
And you know what? The future's a woman.
That's
and
true.
You better deal with it, buddy.
That is very true.
Our next president's gonna be a woman.
Very soon, actually.
Very soon.
Yeah. They're gonna invoke the 25th Amendment on old skippity skip. Trippity trip Biden.
I didn't post this because I've been like dealing with like blue check people and I don't want to like.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. You have been rubbing shoulders with some highfalutin.
Yes, and I didn't want to like push them away right off the bat.
Right.
But
it's good business thinking.
I'm a business. I'm not a businessman. I'm a business ... man. That's from
I'm a business.
Notorious B.I.G.
Okay. It would. I'm a business, man would be your proper English.
No. ...
Okay.
Suspense.
Comma.
Cliffhanger. So, I posted a video. It took over the internet about Donald Trump hitting those golf balls and knocking slippery Joe Biden off those stairs as he fell upward.
Three times.
3 times. So, your website, I don't know if it was a Huffington Post or if it was The Hill, Politico, one of them, they actually called us, the people that laughed about it and reposted that video. That was hate speech.
Hate speech. Yes. Now laughing is hate speech.
They said posting that video of Donald Trump attacking Joe Biden with golf balls, insinuating violence, was considered like hate speech and all that stuff.
That's classic.
Yeah.
That's so good.
So everybody, everyone, and there was a lot of you guys. I'm not picking anyone out specifically, but there was a lot of you guys that laughed, and I just want to let you guys know you're full of hate.
Hate. Stop Biden hate.
Stop Biden hate. And insert stop blank hate. I don't want to get us canceled because it's like very fresh. Stop blank hate. You know, the new kind
Yeah,
of,
I know exactly what you're talking
they're
about.
taking donations now.
Really? I
Yeah.
wonder if it's owned by the same people that owns BLM.
Oh, dude. I saw a post and it was like Groundhog Day. Mm-hmm. It's like donate for blah, blah, blah cause. And it's the same thing that happened like 10 months ago. And
It's crazy, man.
Now it's a business, buddy.
Yeah, it's,
Thanks Disney and all those companies. And if you don't repost that, you support
That's
Asian
right.
hate.
That's true. Never mind. We're not going to get into that too much.
Because everybody knows me. I grew up like a break dancer. You could probably tell.
With that beanie,
and
for sure.
And I raced cars like in like high school, so I was like down with the Asian people. And
only Hondas and Toyotas.
Mitsubishi, buddy.
Mitsubishi, okay.
Because I was like Paul Walker. Because I was like the white dude in like the Asian group.
Okay.
And so I was like Paul Walker in high school, and they all loved me. And now being told that I hate them, isn't that fun?
Wow. What a time we live in, Chuck, where, exploration of thought will get you called a Nazi.
The more I think about it, I haven't seen you post up to stop Asian hate. Are you supporting this?
Listen, stop. Just, how about stop?
Stop.
Stop. Yeah, man, so many crazy things. And now you got Lil Nas X going straight from hometown, what was it? Old Town Road?
Old Town Road.
You know what I think? And I'm sure everyone is caught on by the time we post this, but the satanic shoe, the Satan shoe.
They quote unquote the Satan shoe.
With human blood.
Yeah.
Which I have questions about where this blood's coming from. From
what I know, from being an insider in the sneaker world, it's from the MSRP or whatever they're called, the customation group. It's their blood.
Their blood.
Yes. It's one drop of the creators of that shoe's blood.
That's
the modifiers.
Dark, dude.
Yeah.
That's very dark.
Yeah, and they're selling only 666 of them, and at the price of like 10.18, which is in scripture.
John 10:18. Yes. Yeah, I looked it up, and it was talking about when God cast down Lucifer and all his servants to hell, and. The verse before that's pretty ironic because it talks about, how God's people are going to
they're a bunch of dummies.
Overtake
as some of the people
devil.
that are like very, kind of, live your life, do whatever, I don't care. But then someone's like, yeah, but I also don't want my kid being a Satanist and coming home in emo clothes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like, how dumb.
What are we going to glorify next is the question, because this nation is just being so demoralized, bro. It's absolutely insane. Candace Owens had a nice little rant about it. I love that girl. In the words of Kanye West, I love the way Candace Owens thinks. But she's talking about Cardi B they had a bunch of drama, but Cardi B with the humping each other like dogs, she said on TV, and one of her responses to Cardi B, which was just like a mic drop moment. She said, there's nobody in the world who wishes their daughter turns out like you.
No, not at all.
And, I'm sure there's exceptions, but that's very true.
There's plenty of women that have been brainwashed by this trash. Women I know. And women I've seen sing this and dance this song in person. And I'm not naming names. But I look at them way lower.
Oh, see, who's the misogynist now? Listen.
I want a woman that's like...
sexual freedom,
hey, you know what? Give me freaking Neo Miss Independent. How about that, buddy? I saw girls I used to respect, and I respect all women. So, yeah, and I saw them right in front of me. These women that you would think are classy.
Yeah.
Doing that crap.
That
rubbing their junk on. It's just like
arm rests of chairs.
Bro.
What are we gonna do?
I stormed out of there.
What you did?
I said.
I remember this. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Get this crap out of my face. And then I got in the car, punched it, and just put some casting crowns on.
I wish a Casting Crown song would come to mind right now because I can't think of any of them. You called me right after that, and you unloaded.
And then
your
you didn't stop. And I was like, "Hey, dude, I'm right behind you." You're like, "See you in 50. Just meet me at the house." Oh man, hey,
what do we do
for being in my freaking power walk? He was such a sweetheart.
You're giving away too much information.
No. Dude, that'd be a sick bleep, though.
That'd be
a sick bleep.
That would.
Now everyone's thinking about
this.
Like,
what are we 10 minutes in and we're already off the rails?
Everyone's like, dang, who are they talking about? In what situation? We'll just bleep it out. So
we'll have to.
Lil Nas X supporting Satanism and the media not really condoning them.
Not condoning.
But the people hate it. So they had to make Nike come out and say. So that's one thing I was going to say was that as a sneakerhead, Adidas head, I'm part of the familia, like Italians, Godfather. I'm part of the family. I have
part of the family of Adidas. You got to sound like you're a little constipated a little bit.
Are you Italian facing right now?
I am. Don't make me come after you. You know.
Are you tan facing right now?
What will happen to you if you disrespect my name?
Racist ass.
Isn't that how they do it?
Yeah, that's how they talk.
Okay.
They do this all the time. So I have to say something about my competitors. Nike had to come out and they officially said we have no part in this shoe. We don't have any part of Nas X. We don't have any part of MSRP, whatever they're called. This is on them. They bought these shoes, customized them their own. We have no part in it. We do not have any connections. We don't support it. And good for them. Because usually Nike is very anti-cop, anti-American flag. They're a lot of that crap. And for some reason, they're just not.
Anti-America, period.
Pretty much, even though they're an American company. They're probably the least American company. Support New Balance. They're an American company.
There's so many good shoe companies. You know what I can't get behind, though?
What?
And I don't know why I can't get it through my mind or change the way I think about Under Armour. Like, I know they have some cool shoes, and like everyone's coming like, oh, my God, new Under Armour shoes and clothes. And I'm like, no, not Under Armour. For some reason, I don't know if it's the logo, if it's the name, the fact that I wore Under Armour when I played high school baseball to keep me warm and to keep me cool.
I think
I don't know what it is.
Mine's the logo. I think the logo looks cheap. It's a U and it's the
It's
thing.
basically an H.
Yeah, and I hate it.
Under Armour.
Yeah, to me it doesn't speak like it's not a statement. And I know the Adidas logo isn't much better. It's just like 3 diagonal lines.
Right. Which, if you watch the right documentaries, will tell you that stands for 666.
Me, Nas X.
You can't get away from the Satan shoes.
And then Nike, if you really look at Nike's logo, it's a weird shape. It's a weird check mark. But we just grown to like think it's like, you know.
It's a wing. Did you ever know that? It's a wing.
I didn't know that. Because I know it's named after a Greek god.
A Greek god of victory. I believe he was a Greek god of victory. And he had wings, if I'm not mistaken. So the check is actually a wing.
Yeah. But if you look at the actual shape of it, it's just like a abstract, you know.
Right. So,
and that's how all logos. But I don't know. Under Armour's logo is too fluffy for me. I don't know. I don't like it.
Not into it. Well, you know, man, what do you think about this whole thing where the Biden administration is about to make us have a proof of vaccine card to go buy, sell, work, whatever it is? Do you know what this is, Chuck? I don't know how much you know about Bible prophecy.
I know a lot.
But that is what Bible prophecy says will be the clue as to what the mark of the beast is. Because without this, quote, mark of the beast, what Scripture refers to as 666, which is not going to be a tattoo of 666. It's not going to be that. It's going to be something else.
It's bigger than that.
But you're not going to be able to buy, sell, trade anything without. You're not going to be able to be a functioning citizen without this proof that you have the mark. And my question is, dude, if you can't buy or sell without the vaccine, what is a vaccine? Also, it's not a vaccine. It's like some kind of cell therapy thing. After doing some research, It doesn't do what a vaccine does.
So, without getting too political and getting us banned, how do you feel about the Krispy Kreme CEO offering free donuts?
Oh my goodness.
For people with vaccines.
I don't know what to feel about it. You know, I hope that he's good intentioned.
I think he's I love Krispy Kreme. They're my favorite, but I don't like it. I heard that and I was like, I don't like it. And everybody knows me. Vaccines are vaccines, whatever. Everyone has their opinion on it, right? I don't like this. It's a status symbol.
Right.
Go get it. And I'm seeing commercials. Which
is going to be what the mark of the beast is.
And I'm Mr. Patriotic. I'm Mr. Traditionalism. I like the way we used to do things. And it's like, support your country and be drafted. For some reason, that comes across a little bit differently than a celebrity telling me I should get a vaccine. There's just something different about it, and I don't like it.
I feel that.
And if, I did my own research and it's like, hey, unbiased information, this vaccine or that vaccine or try this or try that. But when I get like celebrities like get vaccinated, if not, you're not cool.
I'm a celebrity.
Yeah.
I am in the upper echelon of thought.
And everyone knows I hate my freaking
By
celebrities.
default.
Yes, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So,
man.
Let's get back into some lighthearted stuff, brother.
All right, that was a few minutes of some pretty heavy stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah. And
don't get the mark of the beast, Chuck.
No, I won't.
Don't take it. Don't take it.
No, thank you. So we're gonna jump into some topics and questions we've had.
Yeah, we're gonna bring this back. A little bit.
Let's bring it back. So we're gonna start off with an easy one, brother.
I don't know these questions. Haven't had time to ponder them.
I did tell you that, but you were face deep on your phone and didn't want to listen to me.
I was.
Per usual, typical men, right? You try to talk to them. I was
talking to somebody that had my attention at the moment. But
we'll bleep out his name again. So, first question. Which celebrity do you hate with a passion?
You're going to have to go first on this one because what's that face for? Because I coughed?
Yeah, that was disgusting.
I'm sorry. I had phlegm in my throat.
That was disgusting.
Forgive me.
Go get a napkin, you freaking savage. So back to my question before I was cut off. What's a celebrity that you hate? Or it could be a musician.
If you know this already.
But you don't have any justification for it.
I'm going to have to think about this. But I think you know people for me. You go first.
Because you're a very...
I am particular about certain people.
No, you're judgmental. Right word. You're judgmental. Okay. I did my little analyzation of you.
All right.
We're not going to bring up political people because they have a reason to be hated.
Yeah.
So, musicians you hate. You hate comedy bands.
I do hate comedy bands. I got one. I think we've talked about this before. I can't stand Lizzo. I don't know what it is. Before I ever
she's bigger?
No, before I ever saw her, her music, for some reason, we have talked about this a little bit. Her music gives me the same feeling 21 Pilots music gives me.
Yeah.
And it's just like there's a fiery passion when I hear those people's music that I'm like, oh my God, this is the worst.
That's how I feel about if we're picking just like a random like new person. I hate AJR.
Hey, who's AJR?
A lot of people will know who AJR. They're on the radio, but like you said, you don't listen to radio.
I don't.
But they are a straight up rip off cover band of John Bellion, and they're the ones that blew up. They completely jacked his style.
Dang.
And they're the ones that blew up.
And that's why you hate them.
Yeah, and their songs are fine and stuff, but I hold that against them.
What does AJR stand for? Do you know?
I don't know. I think it's all their names.
Okay.
Like NSYNC.
Is that really what NSYNC is?
NSYNC, I
had no idea.
It's like their middle names or last names or something.
Had no idea.
It's something like that.
It's like a mixture of first names, middle names, last names.
From what
anything to get the word NSYNC.
Yeah, good stuff. Who else? There's a. I think I have justification for all the people I hate. People I hate with a passion. Like if I see them on TV,
I feel like there should be.
You know who's
more.
one for me?
I got one too.
Okay, you go first. I don't want you to lose it.
Joy Behar. Behar, is that her name?
Oh yeah.
Anybody from that show. Whoopi.
Yeah.
These women are the most unhinged people on earth for no reason. They don't even know why they're unhinged.
That other channel or that other show got Ozzy Osbourne's wife kicked off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember what Kelly Osbourne said on The View about? It might have been on the other show.
She was on The View. No, was she?
Yeah. She was trying to call Trump a racist, but in doing so, she said something racist. Oh my God.
She was like,
and the co-hosts were like, oh.
Yeah, she was like, oh yeah, he hates Mexicans, but who's going to clean your toilet better than a Mexican or something like that?
Who's going to clean your toilets, Donald Trump?
Yeah.
And then she caught it as soon as she's
like, that's not what I meant. Typical celebrity. That's not what I meant.
Unbelievable. Cancel her.
Cancel. One person I really dislike, and I've always disliked him, LeBron James.
Okay.
I hate him.
Yeah. Yeah. I see why.
I hate him.
I thought it was hilarious. He was doing a presser. I don't know if he was like he was in this tiny little chair and he had press around him and he had a Malcolm X book in his hand. Oh. Like, what do you think? How much have you read? What do you think about the words of Malcolm X? And he was just like, you could tell he hadn't read the book. I think he even said, well, I've only read a little bit of it so far, but his words are inspiring. He was like, well, if you had any idea, sorry to bring it back to politics, Chuck, what Malcolm X said was the freaking white liberals are after you. Don't trust them. Nothing's changed since then. And LeBron James, read the freaking book, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll learn something.
That's
from the great Malcolm X, who had nothing but wisdom to say about who was actually after you. Go ahead.
I think it's funny when I see people with like Martin Luther King tattoos next to like certain figures. I'm like, it's kind of contradicting things if you know the true history of it. Because Martin Luther King did not like rock and roll. He did not like R&B, but
rhythm and blues.
Yeah, but like blues and all that stuff. He was very religious.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Very like dress nice.
Yeah. Speak
properly. And you see certain people nowadays, you're like, no, he probably wouldn't have liked you. Yeah. Sorry. I don't think you're fitting the mark.
You're perpetuating the wrong message.
So yeah. So there's. I
feel like there's more, but I can't think of them right now.
Perfect. Let's get into it. This is.
You've made it out as me bashing women on this one.
No, I haven't.
But what's the female comedian? Amy Schumer.
She's terrible.
Oh my God. That would be one. I can't stand her.
How can we just include all female
I was
comedians?
just going to say, and it's not because they're female. It's because they tend to be the ones that use like shock rock, shock jock humor. Yeah. Look at me, I'm a female and I'm talking so vulgar and you're supposed to think it's funny. And I don't. Yeah. I've never been a fan of like vulgar humor
like,
for
if
this.
If a guy can say it, I can say it.
Well, of course, but it's like you're looking for a laugh in the vulgarity, not because it's funny, but because it's so shocking that you said it.
Yeah. I hate it. And what happened to like the good wholesome?
Angela Johnson's my girl.
I don't know who that is.
Well, she's pretty wholesome, and she's a trip and a half.
Because there's one local comedian I showed you, and I was like, guess her jokes. Guess what? You're like, let me guess. And I played you the video, and you're like, you were like, yep. There's a certain template to like be vulgar. Don't speak like a woman.
I would reference what they talk about, but this is a clean, family-friendly
they're vulgar.
Show.
Female comedians are vile. Just take that. Next question.
We're going to get in so much trouble after this podcast.
I don't care.
Bring on the next question.
Instant no-go for dating someone.
Eyebrow rings.
That's pretty sick.
Immediate no.
Who are you? They're in a different age group.
Not necessarily.
Do you know anyone that's like under 35?
But every time I see it, man or woman, I'm like, you listen to ICP.
You probably have that Korn album still in your CD player of your 1995 Ford Explorer.
Eyebrow rings for sure.
Dude, but eyebrow rings. I have so many. thigh tats. I'm sorry.
I'm with
hate
you
me.
on that.
Hate me. I know there's a bunch of people that have them, and they're gonna hate me, and they're like, "Screw you! You don't know what tattoos are." Blah blah blah. Suck it, Chuck. Blah blah blah. I made fun of a tattoo artist today on my Instagram story. I don't care, but and it's I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm like a scientist or an artist, but the shape of a tattoo on the thigh just ruins the whole flow of the leg. And legs are a really good thing.
I think, yeah, that, and then this is going to be so bad, but it's like when I see a thigh tat, I'm like, I don't even need to ask what your opinion is on anything.
Yeah.
I know what you think.
Trump's a racist.
Look at me putting people in the box.
They'll probably say Trump's a racist. And they hate anti-maskers.
And exactly.
What else do I not like? Things that are like, well, I've met some people that were like hardcore liberal. That's obvious. I can't do it.
Right,
I can't do it.
right.
I know people are like, we have different beliefs, but we make it work. I can't.
How are you going to raise your children?
They're like, we allow them to pick whatever. Dude, the biggest turnoff is when I hear people and they're like, oh yeah, but my grandmother voted for Biden. She's been dead for 10 years. Yeah, like that's really going to happen. You really thought there's voter fraud? Sorry if I got it.
We can't get off the politics today. This is what happens when we go 2 weeks without a podcast. We just start word vomiting all of our feelings from the past 2 weeks.
Bro, I can't handle it.
Listen, they're 4 years old. They're going to be able to, we're letting them pick their gender.
Yeah. Those people, people that give their gender blocker, puberty blockers.
Yeah. Child abuse.
Yeah, that is child abuse. They're in there with the thigh tap people and the eyebrow people. So, what else do a tongue ring can't do it for me, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's just so much stigma behind a tongue ring. I'll leave that one alone.
Oh, Chuck, I have so many girls that dance and sing to the WAP song.
That is one, isn't it?
Sorry.
That is one.
I don't want that.
I came across this influencer's page the other day, and she's like this Christian girl, and she was like, she had this TikTok video she posted on her Instagram, and it said, "My road, my journey to modesty." Right? Her whole point now is to be modest and everything. So she shows like 7 or 8 slides of her back in the day not wearing modest clothes.
Okay.
And then I threw away all my clothes and and the music drops, and she's like all modest now. And I'm like, doesn't that seem a little bit ironic?
Yeah.
Like you're trying to show these photos, but anyways, I thought it was very ironic. And that leads to my segue, which this is probably people are going to think I'm crazy for this, but I would prefer a girl that shares the same religious beliefs as I do. But when I come across a girl, not to interrupt, that if she's not on staff at a church and she has her church listed in her Instagram bio, no need to say more. It drives me nuts because it's like, I don't know. It's just like this. It irks my nerves. What? Oh, you belong to that brand?
Yeah.
Of Christianity?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude.
I just know the type of person that puts their church in their bio.
Yeah. I know you deal that with a lot more than I do. I've seen the struggle of certain people trying to kind of make certain things work with people that aren't on the same wavelength religiously, and they're thinking long term. You can't blame them, but oh man,
it's different for everybody.
Yeah, it's different for everybody. One of the things I can't stand, and it's not like a relationship like ender or whatever, but I hate people that on Instagram stories get so deep. They're like, could you believe how racist or how people get treated this way, or how this could happen, or this and that. And they're so political and woke, right? And their next post is about like sun tanning and smashing a White Claw. Don't.
Oh, that's another one. If this goes for guys or girls, and I don't know what it is, sue me, whatever. But once we turn 30, can we just do away with shotgunning beers? For the love of God.
Yeah.
There's something so just unclassy about it. Can you drink the beer at a normal pace from the proper dispenser?
Can you just not like get drunk and be a freaking idiot in front of everybody?
Get on one knee and shotgun it. Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let friends do that. No, I'm gonna pull my friend up. I'm like, bro, let's have a talk.
Let's do this.
What
does your life come to?
Yeah, and I'll probably get yelled at because of it.
Your work is gonna see this.
Yeah, and dude, no. There's so many things that are like a non-starter for me. The a lot of personality things. If we're talking visual, we already went over that. Stomach tattoos.
Of all the places to put them, man.
And this goes with my being a scientist and everything. Mm-hmm. It ruins the flow.
It ruins. It's not a feng shui.
Yes, women's bodies were created by Zeus,
a master carpenter.
Like Jesus and Zeus were just going at it, right? They're just smashing it, and they made the woman's body, and it's a beautiful thing. And I feel like there's lines on it. I'm like Neo in the Matrix. I just see just lines and curves, and that's why I'm such a good photographer. But but because I can just read the lines, and then a thigh tat and a stomach tat, it just hits the brakes, and it ruins it. A lot of people are gonna hate me for this, but I don't care. Chicks with bicep tattoos.
I was thinking the same. Like right here.
Yeah,
right here. Yeah.
It's.
What are you, a sailor? How was your last tour on the ship?
I'll let it slide. If you're in the military, sure. Like, okay, you earned it.
A nice big fat anchor.
Get a full sleeve then. I would take a full sleeve.
I'm with you on that.
Over a free. Get a full leg.
I'm with you on that. They're probably they're probably the types that are rolling their t-shirt sleeves up too.
Smashing their local coffees. Their kombucha.
What in the world?
What about, my brother calls them this, jailhouse tattoos, where they're just like, they look like scribbles, they have one on the back of the elbow. One.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on those? Hate them too?
Hate them too.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they're not aesthetically pleasing.
Dua Lipa has them, and I hate it. She's a very pretty girl, and she has them. It's like one on the bicep, one like here, one over on this one on the elbow, and it's just like someone just put some stamps on you. Where are you shipping you?
Have you seen those fake tattoo sleeves that look real? You put the whole thing on your.
One guy actually got me on that. Are you talking about it's like an actual like nylon sleeve you put on, or
no? Not the it's the actual temporary tattoos.
I thought about getting that, and then like I don't know.
Test it out.
Test it out.
They say they look real and they last long.
Bro, I should get one and just see what everyone says.
Wouldn't it be crazy if the new trend was like not permanent tattoos, but fake tattoo sleeves where you could change
I would love
the tattoos?
I would love that. I also wanted to create, I would become like Elon Musk if I invented what I want to invent, tattoo removal, like lotion.
Oh, lotion?
Yeah.
Wow.
I would love to create something to where you just like pour it on there. Maybe a UV light or whatever. Just do that, let it sit, and then it just kind of removes the ink.
That would remove your skin.
No. Not if it's like just going after the ink.
Just
and
pulls
stuff.
it out.
Or whatever.
Pulls it out.
I haven't developed
you're the scientist.
Yeah. I haven't developed a freaking recipe for it, but it's an idea to have.
All right.
Because that'd be sick.
That would make you a lot of money.
Because I know a lot of people that regret their tattoos, and we can wipe off those pickle tattoos anytime you want, sister. It was cool back in the day, but
fickle tattoos.
So next question, after we offended everybody on our podcast.
You've offended everybody.
I don't care. See, that's the thing. Everybody was like, dude, you go too easy on these people. Become a dickhead again. And they're right. The show ain't fun if I'm not being myself. I'm not being true to myself. And
you're not practicing your truth.
And I'm not blaming this on me. I'm blaming it on you.
Why is that?
Because you don't put me on like, hey, dude, get him. Come on.
You want me to let the leash go?
Yeah. I'm tired of being
mean-natured like you are.
I'm tired of being nice to these people.
I'm not mean-natured like you are.
I'm tired of being nice to these people.
All right. Well, you just let them have it. You just say whatever you want to say.
One of the questions was something that you're automatically turned off by.
Didn't we just answer that
Yeah,
question?
they're long. It was just kind of like expanding on it. If there's something that like, don't you have like an issue with girls with?
Don't get me in trouble. With what?
Nothing. I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to get you in trouble.
Oh, I'm glad I said that.
Yeah. I didn't want to go there. I did want to go there, but you caught me. I was like, dang.
Yeah, I have no clue what you were gonna say.
Okay, let's do something fun. We're not gonna offend anybody on this one. If you could bring back one celebrity from the dead, who would it be, and why?
Well, that's a good question.
And it can't be Jesus.
Well, luckily, I wouldn't have to bring Jesus back from the dead.
Come on.
Because he's already taken care of that.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Lil Nas X is going to come after us after that.
Listen, he's alive.
Surely.
He's alive.
New Boys. No.
Oh, God's not dead. He's surely alive. He's
Yeah.
Newsboys stole, just like all Christian artists do. It was a fairly big worship song.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, man, look, money can be made if we put this song out. And they put that song out. And it was not the best.
Are they called New Boys?
Newsboys.
Yeah.
They were my first concert ever. Them and Audio
The black
Adrenaline.
dude, right?
Well, he's the singer now. He's from DC Talk.
Yeah.
Michael Tate. I met him in Nashville last time I went.
My condolences for your loss recently.
Who passed?
Romeo, what's his name?
Carmen?
Carmen.
I'm
sorry, bud.
I can still quote so many Carmen songs. He
was radical.
Radically Saved. That was actually one of his songs.
Yeah, he's a cool cat.
Are you texting people while we're in the middle of a podcast?
I'm just like going over my questions.
You should have asked me these questions prior.
No, these are good.
Okay. You got more?
Yeah.
Oh, bring them on then.
Yeah. You didn't ask.
I didn't answer.
You didn't answer. So don't say, "Oh, I wish you would answer." If you don't answer them,
this is gonna be random, but I can't think of anybody right now. But probably, I think it'd be cool to have Elvis Presley back.
you stole my freaking answer. You looked at my phone.
I did not. I did not. This is why we're friends, Chuck.
You stole my answer.
This is why.
You're like, I don't know how to answer.
Okay, let me
You saw the reflection on my glasses.
I did not. Let me change my answer. Michael Jackson.
Good answer.
Who would you bring back?
Elvis. Elvis, baby.
Why Elvis?
Oh, dude, I feel like icon, love his music. He's from an era that I can't truly relate with, like 50s, 60s, 70s. I was born in the 80s. And it's just like most of his stuff was in black and white. Mm-hmm. And it's just, there's a huge like gap in everything. So I would love, and I'm a diehard Elvis fan. I love him. He's my favorite.
I had no idea. Yeah. This is news to me.
Beckham's middle name
is Elvis?
It's Presley.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Beckham,
wow.
Presley, Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
diehard.
How come you haven't painted an Elvis?
I do have
picture?
one in there. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the circle around his head.
No, that was the digital one. You bought a case of that. I actually have a real painting of him.
Got you.
But I scratched it when I was moving. So.
Elvis, what a phenomenon, man.
Yeah. I still listen to his tunes to this day, and it sounds so good. I love him.
Yeah, I think
Lilo and Stitch, baby.
Those two will be my answer.
Yeah, Walt Disney's in there. I know this is super. I actually have three: Walt Disney, Elvis, and I know I'm going to come across super weird about this. To have a discussion, let's preface that. To meet someone that's dead and have a conversation with them. Let's start there, right? I would, and you could probably agree with me, if you walked into this room right now, time would stand still. It's a negative thing. Hitler. If he walked into this room right now, so imagine everybody from the last 100 years, 200 years, right?
Yeah.
If he walked in right now, I would have like goosebumps.
Fear.
Yeah. Yes. Like it's this
like the devil himself.
Yes,
just
incarnate.
In.
You know. So you can ask him whatever questions.
Right.
But he's one guy that you could ask why. Where was your head at or whatever. But I was thinking about that. If like one figure from the last 200 years just walked across me and just like bone chilling.
Wow.
It would be him.
Wow.
Not like pro or whatever, but he's one person that it's like, I'm big like World War II
You would be like, yeah, just an absolute awe for the evil mark that man left on history.
And maybe the reason I picked that is because it's almost like the manifestation of like the devil walking in front of me.
Right.
You know, so that's why I'm like, that's how I always like tell people, like if they walked into, it's almost like if the devil walked in. Yeah. And it's like the closest I could. Right. And I guess we're right back on freaking Nas X and
I guess so,
devil
man.
stuff. Jeez.
I think if Hitler walked in, I'd ask him what to expect next, since Biden is using his playbook.
And Bill Gates.
Ask him what's coming up next, man.
I think Nostradamus picked 3 Antichrist. Napoleon, Hitler, and then one more.
Did his prophecy explain Hitler? How do we know it was Hitler he was talking about?
You just associate it. When he was alive and made these predictions, he says there's going to be 3 Antichrist.
Okay.
People, like scholars, associate the first one with Napoleon. The second one was Adolf Hitler. And he predicted Adolf Hitler. If you move the words around, he predicted 9/11 and stuff. So he also said there's a third Antichrist. And people don't know who it is. Some people say not Bill Gates because of Bill Gates, but because the creation of like modern computing.
Right.
Some people think that AI is the Antichrist. Some people think it's Bill Gates. Some people think it's a certain president or whatever. There was at time people were like, it's George W. Bush.
Right.
That's just because you don't like him because he's Republican. But no.
Which I don't like George W. anymore either.
We won't go there.
They're all same.
They're all in the same
difference.
Yeah.
They're all
there's
club.
A third Antichrist out there. So yeah.
And the third and final.
Yes, it is the final.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then the true age of Aquarius comes into play and all that stuff.
Wow.
Hit me up if you ever want to talk about it.
That's fascinating.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my pick.
Okay.
Elvis.
We both agree on Elvis.
Yeah, that's
next question. We're running up on time, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to be wrapping up shortly, which I guess is a good...
We've been all over the place today.
This is a good segue. People are asking, how are you doing on your weight loss challenge? Because you have one more month before the shirtless photos go live.
Ask me in a month.
Okay.
I have been relapsing.
What's wrong, bud?
And succumbing to the flesh.
Ooh.
The flesh is just whines and cries. You know, like like a toddler.
Human flesh?
Like my human flesh, like whenever it doesn't get what it wants, it just cries and so like a bad parent, to get it to shut up, I give it what it wants.
Ooh.
And I need to break this toddler into submission to my will.
Okay.
Not its will, because I know what's better for the toddler. The toddler doesn't know what's good for it yet.
Such a father figure.
So I've been giving the toddler whatever it wants to keep the toddler quiet. All this to say, I've been sucking it up.
Food?
All of it. Yes. I've been getting home from gigs. I'm not making a habit of it, but I'm still eating late. So, what is it, dude? Am I addicted to food?
Maybe.
You might
need a Dr. Phil in here.
Is it an addiction or like a lack of discipline in that area?
Both? Could be both. It could be both, yeah.
But here's the thing, Chuck. And thank God I haven't experienced this with drugs or alcohol. But it's like, no matter what's going on, no matter what you want to escape from, when you take a bite, bro, of that spaghetti, or you take a bite of those freshly fried chicken fingers, or that pepperoni pizza, well done, extra sauce, bro. It works, bro. For the moment you're eating it, it takes you on a mental vacation.
Yes, I understand that.
But then you have to pay for it.
Yes. So that's my question. What do you want more? Truly, not just like, oh, I'd rather be healthy and whatever.
Well, I guess I could answer that question all day, but I guess my true answer is what I've actually done.
Yeah. So it's like some people said, like you can be skinny, but you're not having as much fun as I am.
Right.
Because you're enjoying life. You're eating what you want. You're getting high off that.
No, it's just like sin, Chuck. Let me tell you. And gluttony is sin. But just like I said, see, anything that feels good now, this is a life principle, right?
Yeah.
You have to pay for later. And you have to pay for it when the feeling's gone and it's not worth it anymore, but you already got it. So you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
But anything that's good long term, you have to pay for it now with the hopes that you'll get it later.
Okay.
And I've just been taking it now.
So the question that's on everyone's lips, are you going to be ready in a month?
I am.
Boom.
And
that's a guarantee.
And, I'm going to shut this little toddler up, man. I'm going to shut him up with iron.
Yeah.
Pah. Pah.
Yeah, I get it.
But I've been doing better with the gym. I've been doing decent with the gym. I haven't gotten that daily thing yet, though, dude. I feel like I'm just going on and on about
every
how much
day,
I'm failing in this food department.
Every
I love
day
food
counts, bud. You got to realize it. Freaking the internet's giving you 3 months. They're giving you 3 months.
How are you doing? How are you doing, Chuck?
I'm plateaued.
That's not what you told me.
I've gained, but I've done well.
You have done well.
Yeah, no, I've done well. I had a bad week and a half, so I gained like 5 pounds.
Okay.
Now I'm back to where I was roughly at where we started.
Right.
Which I was very happy with. I'm just saying I haven't gone any lower than that.
I haven't gained, but I haven't lost a bunch either, and that's about to change. What does that look for?
I was trying to do that math.
I've plateaued. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I've been maintaining.
Okay.
You're like, don't look it to me.
We'll get our fact checkers on that. But, sorry. But
we'll see what happens, man. I'm frustrated with myself, Chuck.
And then when you post a photo up and everyone laughs at you, that's gonna get you.
I'm frustrated with myself. What can I say? You don't have any areas of your life that frustrate you?
Bro, my whole life is frustrating. But I'm doing the best. I had to talk with someone about this. When COVID hit, Wuhan hit, I took it as like a positive. And I said, I saw everyone kind of like, man, I wish I could go out. I wish I could do this. And I took it as a positive. And there's a lot of things that I'm like, dude, I wish I could do this. I have the same kind of food addiction you do. But it's momentum. I'm not a fitness person. I'm not going to like come across as like, dude, you should do this. I'm not that kind of person. But when I built some momentum, I was making some freaking progress.
Right.
Yeah.
But correct. Like you can tell me if you're like this, but all it takes is a couple days of missing ruining your momentum.
Yeah.
And then you're right back to where you were.
That's
like,
what
it's
happened
like
to me.
3 weeks before you've gone to the gym again because I missed 2 days. You know what I'm saying?
I was killing it, and I was waking up early, going to the gym, like boom, 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 boom. And then the way my schedule worked, I was out of town, and I was like, on Monday, I'm just going to sleep in. I got home late. And then I had to shoot, and I was like, dude, I was working late, and I don't want to go to the gym. I'm tired. If I go to the gym, I'm not going to do much. That whole week, I didn't go to the gym.
That's what it takes.
And I ate junk. And I was like, you know what? Oh man, if I'm taking this week off, let me just kind of get my cheat meal snacks
all
week.
Right.
So, yeah, and it became like it wasn't just like 1 day, 2 day. It became like a week long thing. So I had to like kick my butt. And then also, dude, daylight savings time screwed me up. I hate to use that as an excuse.
You don't like the more of the day?
No, I like the daylight lasting longer, but when you wake up at 7 and it's pitch black.
I know, 7's late to be black still.
Yeah, that's what I was like, dude, my body's like needs some sunlight. If the sun comes up, I'm good.
You know what? At the end of the day, Chuck, here's the thing, bro. We're still trying.
You got 1 month.
We're still going, and we're not giving up. And I'm not giving up. And you know what? The viewers at home, no matter what you're struggling with, no matter what vice may bring your mental state down, whatever you're frustrated with about yourself, listen, man, keep trucking, keep putting your hand to the plow, keep putting your head down, because listen to this, man. A righteous or a good man falls 7 times, but he gets back up 8.
Then sevenfold. Good freaking band.
The Bible. But
they're a Christian band.
That's where I'm at, man.
Good.
I keep getting back up, and I'm very grateful that this, if you wanted to call it addiction, is not like alcohol or heroin or something like that.
It could turn into it.
It's not gonna.
Let's hope not.
As long as I have like spaghetti with meatballs, blackened fish, and shrimp.
On that note, let's wrap this show up.
What are we gonna eat after this?
Jeez, you're already 8.
I'm just kidding.
Oh Lord, I'm the one that didn't eat.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's a whole other story
That's a
in
whole
and of
nother
itself.
story. I was a bad boy.
Chuck is getting punished by being starved.
But I need it. I need it. I probably did need to eat anyways. So until next week, everyone. We had a blast. Questions
we did
were
have
great.
a blast. We're gonna try our best not to have any other skipped weeks too. Yeah, because you know, life
sometimes
got in the
we
way.
gotta take a break. Sometimes the schedule gets a little grueling, but we're gonna try our best to kind of, double up on some episodes so we can kind of make sure everything gets back to week to week.
Right, and we're not going anywhere. Like, hopefully nobody thought that because we missed a week. Well, it's the second week we've missed in the last couple months. We're not going anywhere. 13, episode 14, 15, 20. It's all coming.
It's all coming. Don't worry about it. We're in this for the long haul.
Come on, baby.
There we go.
I got nothing but love for you, Chuck.
I got nothing but fingers on that. All right, bud. So, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Subscribe. We got to do that thing again.
Subscribe. Yes. Tell your friends.
Yeah, share, like. We love hearing comments. We love hearing feedback. Leave them on the YouTube page. Help us build that page up.
Let's do it.
And then until then, this is Samuel.
This is Chuck.
And we'll see you next week with a brand new episode.
Peace and love.
Adios.
Bye.
Bang.